What's good, everybody? This your boy D Money hitting you with another episode of Drip Talk. And what we going to get into this week is what a costume designer is. So just stay tuned. We got a lot in store, pretty much on how to, get into the game as a costume designer. The qualifications it takes, the education you'll need, the skill set you'll need, and more. Stay tuned.
What's good, everybody? This your boy D Money hitting y'all with a quick live, letting y'all know about the Black Cyber Sale that will be going on through Monday, November 14th, all the way to the 28th of November. Definitely tap in. We already got the 15% off till Christmas sale going on. We're gonna throw another 30% off on TikTok for all of our products. So definitely tap in during the 14th and 28th. Show us some love, tap in with us. We got a lot of products, a lot of brand apparel out right now for men, women, and kids. We also got the Build a Throne collection out right now, and we also got NFTs out right now as well too. So definitely check it out on OpenSea. The only thing that we will not be having on discount is our gift cards. So everything else is available. Tap in with me, get your gear, get right, show some love to some real rulers out here. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get off this joint, get back to work.
All right, y'all, we back with it. So first and foremost, the question is, what is a costume designer? Costume designer is responsible for the visual appearance of the actors and actresses. Their responsibilities include what is seen: clothes, shoes, hats, purses, canes, jewelry, wigs, makeup, etc., as well as what isn't: corsets, hoops, boning, character elements such as padded stomachs, etc. Costume designer salaries typically range between $34,000 and $84,000 yearly. The average hourly rate for costume designers is about $25 to $26 per hour. Costume designer salary is impacted by location, education, and experience. Also, if it can go up higher depending on who you are working with and the connections that you do have. That's any field in fashion. Now, education-wise, becoming a costume designer could take 4 to 5 years after leaving high school if you do a degree. Otherwise, you could start in a junior role as soon as you leave school and work your way up the ranks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing I love about fashion. You can be self-taught and meet the right connections, network with the right people, find the proper avenues and opportunities in order to work your way up in the game, instead of just having to take the traditional route of paying thousands and thousands of dollars in order to learn something you can read a book from. The skills and knowledge you'll need to learn: number one is design skills and knowledge. That's pivotal. Then you'll also need to be thorough and pay attention to detail, what we also talked about in the what is a creative director and fashion designer and also fashion styles episodes. The ability to work well with others, the ability to accept criticism and work well under pressure, the ability to come up with new ways of doing things, the knowledge of the fine arts. You're gonna have to have some type of history knowledge on fashion and how things were worn in different time elements and eras, like the medieval eras and things of that sort, just so that way you can pair up with different film and TV shows. Excellent verbal communication skills, the ability to work well with your hands, the ability to use a computer and the main software packages that you typically would use, like Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop or Canva, things of that sort. Editing apps and software. You got to know these things in order to pretty much put yourself in a position where you're elite even without education. You know what I'm saying? You can get into this job through a university course, a college course, also as well an apprenticeship or internship. How I learned to be a fashion designer in the game. When I was 18, I had internship with James Baldwin on 4th Street in Queen, in Philadelphia. He pretty much taught me, the different fabrics, how things were made. He threw me right into the role of actually designing prom dresses for, young women that were getting ready to graduate, high school. It was a great experience. I even was able to design some other things before my internship ended. Just like, velour sweatsuits and things of that sort, custom made stuff. In order to get into the job as well, working towards this role, in your own ways, similar to how I did it. I pretty much just learned graphic design on my own, started practicing. I started my own brand management business, and then that fostered into me starting to do my own fashion design brand. You can, do a higher national diploma degree or postgraduate qualification in, costume design, fashion, theater design, costume construction. Entry-level requirements, you usually need between a 1 and 3 A levels or equivalent for a higher national diploma or degree. A degree in a relevant subject for postgraduate study. You pretty much just want to, I would say in this field, you primarily want to, get some education just so that way you can actually learn the history thoroughly, in school. But at the same time, you still have the opportunity to learn that history on your own. I stayed in the library for a year straight, learned about the industry of fashion and also the business side of things. I constantly am still learning just on my own, on the industry, production, manufacturing, pattern making, all textile making, all that stuff. So it's a constant research and gaining knowledge and wisdom in the game. It's a daily task. And the next step is the daily task. As a costume designer, you would work with the production team to understand costume requirements, research costume styles, materials, location, and time period, produce designs by hand, or use design software, create costumes, accessories, hire costumes and fit, alter, and repair outfits, make sure costumes are well maintained and stored properly for future use, because sometimes they do use the same costumes again in different movies and film, also TV. The work environment, you could work in a theater, at a film studio, at a TV studio, or on a film set, or from home. So, you're gonna be traveling, you're gonna be going around, especially if you live on the East Coast, you're probably going to the West Coast more often. It's just one of those things where you're just gonna have to know how to do things on a tactical level when it comes down to being a costume designer. In any setting, you're gonna have to be able to pay attention to detail and be able to know different things, but it's gonna be pivotal for you to actually know the history of fashion, know the history of how different films and TV shows have, actors and actresses wearing different things, just so that way you have a feel of how you would style different, time eras. But I appreciate y'all, man, for staying tuned with our episode. I appreciate y'all for constantly supporting the brand. All I want to help y'all do is just constantly visualize y'all purpose and focus in on the things that you want and, need for your life. Living an average life is not set out for anybody. You could have a typical role for working, for a company and still make millions. It's possible for anybody. I've had, run-ins with butlers, construction workers, many different types of people, lawyers, doctors that run their own practices and they making millions. Nobody know their name except the people that, are clients or operate with them. but at the same time, they making millions. Even, a few billionaires I ran into. So stay tuned, man. We got a lot more in store. We're gonna keep running on this, the job and career path, wave right now with Drip Talk. We also got a new episode of Unpackaged coming out on Thursday, so stay tuned for that. We got some new inventory for a potential pop-up that we'll be doing, hopefully around the Christmas time. We changed some plans, so stay tuned for the update on our Instagram. Social media is going to be in the bio, so stay tuned and up to date to what we got going on with the brand. Got some new releases, brand apparel, Build a Throne collection. We also got the Battle Royale Part 1, Part 2, and we got NFTs. So check that out, man. Appreciate you.